More than 2 million West Australians have emerged from lockdown, with officials confident there's no further spread of COVID-19. It means life can go back to normal for people in the southwest region and closer to normal in Perth and Peel. Restrictions have been significantly eased, but masks are still mandatory in almost all settings outside the house. Jacob Kagi is out in Northbridge. Jacob, it's been an hour since that lockdown was lifted. What's it like out there?
Well, as you'd expect, people are incredibly excited that lockdown is over and they can get out of the house again and into the community. From the moment it struck 6 o'clock, there were people here at bars and restaurants very eager to make the most of their newfound freedom and get out into the community. As you'd expect, it's not as busy as a normal Friday night in Northbridge, but certainly plenty of punters still excited to be here and enjoying their freedom again as this lockdown after 5 days comes to an end.
A city springing back to life after 5 unprecedented days in Western Australia.
I'm so relieved we have got to this point and we can get businesses and our economy back open with full confidence.
From 6 p.m, the lockdown of the Perth, Peel and southwest regions ended after nearly 50,000 tests failed to find any spread of the virus beyond the infected hotel quarantine worker. But the government insists the lockdown wasn't excessive.
No, it wasn't. And, I've lain awake at night worrying about that. Was it an overreaction? I don't think so.
But for the Perth and Peel regions, life won't go back to normal just yet. Some restrictions will continue until February 14. Private gatherings are capped at 20 people. Nightclubs and the casino remain closed, while other hospitality venues can reopen in limited form. It's seated service only with no dancing and capacity limited to 150 patrons. But the industry is glad to be reopening after a painful week.
We estimate over 100 million in revenue and sales has been lost as a result of this shutdown.
This East Perth brewery is relieved to be throwing the doors back open, but says the temporary reduction in customer space will take a toll.
59 from 125, massive drop, huge impact on us. We won't be staffing with casuals still.
In other changes, people are encouraged to go back to work, while schools and universities can reopen, along with retailers and cultural institutions. And people no longer need a specific reason to leave their homes. But masks will have to be worn whenever outside the house, with an exception only for vigorous exercise.
I've been running this week with the mask and it's not fun, so yeah, look forward to going for a run without it.
I'm happy to keep on wearing a mask. I think it's a small sacrifice to pay to keep everyone safe.
The government admits the impact of the lockdown has been severe and is hoping to ease the financial pain with $500 power bill credits to 85,000 small businesses and charities. But critics say it's not enough.
WA once again is found wanting. West Australian small businesses deserve better.
I know this won't cover the cost of a lockdown. I understand, but I hope it does provide some form of help.
But as punters re-emerge, businesses are hoping a post-lockdown rush will cover at least some of their losses.
Jacob, that lockdown's over. People can leave their homes, but they can't go too far.
That's right, there's effectively a travel bubble around the Perth and Peel regions from the rest of the state. It means that non-essential travel in and out of the metropolitan area remains prohibited, and those regional businesses hoping for visitors to come their way will be waiting a little while yet.
While rules linger in the city, all restrictions imposed on the southwest have now lifted, sending it back to a post-lockdown normal.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, we're taking bookings for tonight.
Business spent the day preparing to do what it does best, taking bookings for those eager to rush back into freedom.
It's been a tough week, it definitely has hurt us, but we're looking forward to the future and we're just keen to get the doors open again and welcome everyone back in. There's still plenty of summer left.
But the southwest won't be welcoming city visitors until next Sunday. While the hard lockdown has lifted, people will still need a special reason, like work or compassionate grounds, to travel in or out of Perth and the Peel region, and will require a G2G application. Operators in the Kimberley had been hoping the end of lockdown would spell a rush of tourism dollars.
Many of our local brew businesses were expecting to have visitors coming up from Perth and the southern regions for a long weekend, especially post-lockdown. A lot of them have ramped up and now are facing uncertainty and extreme disappointment that their bookings won't be fulfilled.
While those rules will restrict travel within WA, other states have started to relax. South Australia has lifted its hard border to WA and the ACT has eased its travel restrictions too. Eliza Lashon, ABC News.